Hi, welcome back. Jessica here with Jess Unsolicited. Today's video is going to be setting your boundaries and basically, set those boundaries and you'll lose the right people. That's usually how that works. You have people who will constantly just try you and, push and see what they can get away with. And maybe that's just in their nature. Maybe other people have let them get away with craziness before. And, going with that is when you find yourself in situations or relationships where you've accepted that behavior, and you've let someone cross your boundaries and disrespect you, or, whatever the case may be, and you've taken it, and then you finally have, said, no, this isn't going to work. And you reestablish those boundaries, and then that person's gonna go find someone else to go disrespect and do whatever it is that they do. But it's important that you have healthy boundaries. Don't make it so so rigid and I have all of this that you have to do. Like, simple things like I don't like the way that they fold towels or, whatever, and make a huge deal out of stupid things. I'm talking about boundaries that have to do with respect, that when you've expressed, because let me say, some boundaries are going to be crossed innocently, unintentional, maybe they didn't know or things like that. And within reason, some things are obvious that they know, people know that are crossing lines and boundaries. However, everyone has individual things that have happened to them or things that they've been through that you just don't do. And, but unknowingly, if they cross something that's not, so detrimental where it's like, nope, gotta go. Then obviously explain to them, what that boundary is, why, why that is put in that place, and if they have respect for you, they're not going to do that again. And then if they do, well, now and it's time to, cut sling load, I guess is what it's, said. Dead weight, cut it off, get rid of it. Or, some people will just cut themselves off because they're just a habitual line crosser, line stepper. But it's all in keeping yourself healthy. Because if you sit there and you allow someone to do things that you don't agree with about how they're treating you, it's going to eventually beat down on you, and you're just going to be like, why am I accepting this? I know better than this. What's wrong with me? And you start to question yourself. Why the hell am I taking this? No, I don't think so. And I hope that if you've gone through this or you're going through this, because what I've gathered is a lot of people are going through this, especially women, and I don't know what it is, but I see in a lot of these groups, they're asking these crazy questions, and it's like, what the hell are y'all going through? And then I have to think back, I've been through my own shit. That's 100% sure. And I sat through it a lot longer than I should have. There's reasons for that. But I knew that I should, this behavior is not right. This is not okay. And I would never get on a public forum like that and ask, because I knew, and I almost felt stupid because I knew better. So I kind of kept shit hidden that I should have been, if I would have told people, they would have been talking more sense into me. However, everyone reaches their breaking point, or for the most part, and I reset my boundaries and reestablished it, and I'm back to me, okay, back to Jessica, let's do your thing, start, doing your hair again and taking pride in yourself and doing shit that makes you happy and all of that stuff, and trying new things and meeting new people and just living again and not being this shell of a person that I don't know, how it works mentally, because it definitely, when someone is constantly just boom, 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 imagine if you went to work all the time and your boss is just constantly da 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 da, just crossing lines, saying things that bosses shouldn't say, or doing things bosses shouldn't do, or what, you don't want to go to that job? No. If every time you went to a parent and they're saying crazy things to you as as your parent. Like I don't want to use any examples and make anyone feel isolated like they have shitty parents, but we know what boundaries are, and we know what you do and you don't do it to people. You're not going to want to go to them and talk to them anymore, or obviously domestic relationships, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, whatever. It's just constant line crossing and boundaries breaking, and shit's just ridiculous. Just go. Just reestablish your boundaries. Reestablish yourself. Like, do what you gotta do, because the more you accept it, the next time, it's gonna be even worse. It's gonna be a bigger thing, or, and you're worth more than that. And I hope you know that. Like, you have to know that that's not okay. And anyone who is your friend, your family, anyone who gives two shits about you wouldn't treat you that way. They would not treat you that way. It's not normal. So let them go. Don't give it another thought. You did the right thing. You're doing the right thing. And just reestablish those boundaries, and move on to bigger, better, healthier things, and you'll be smiling again and remembering who you were, and just be mad at yourself that you went through it. And granted, most people on most things deserve second chances. I'm not saying that at all. If someone realizes they've made mistakes and whatnot, and you decide to give them another chance, and then they still do it, well, that's kind of your fault, because you knew better. You saw what happened. You've already lived it once, so you did it twice. But first time is their fault. Second time is your fault. There should never, ever, 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 ever be a third time. Just remember that. Anyway, I hope everyone had, a good couple of days, and I should be posting another video tomorrow is the plan. And to be honest, I will be starting the tarot, I believe, next week. I'm definitely going to do it. I just haven't decided if I'm going to do just general or all signs. So I've been meditating on that. Strangely enough, meditating on that, if you believe in anything spiritual and stuff like that. I found a robin's egg in the front yard and the backyard, and then a feather, like, all intertwined in one of my plants out back. So that was just kind of strange, and kind of like, yes, you're totally on the right path with what you're doing. Love to get those confirmations. So video's getting kind of long. Let me get to my odd fact, which is going to be that mosquitoes have 47 teeth. I did not know this. Growing up in Florida with all the mosquitoes, would have thought maybe they would have told us this at some point, because that's just kind of weird. But apparently, yes, they have 47 teeth. It's 6 little, like, needle things that they put out, or tube things, I guess, and then they extract the little teeth in each one of them, and so that's how they fit the 47 teeth in there. But anyways, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the love and positive feedback and comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.